Okay, hello. Hope everyone has had a good Wednesday, a good week so far. So the last couple of calls we've been doing like on physical things like diet, nutrition, training, muscle building, fat loss, that sort of thing. We've kind of not dived into mindset shifts in a while, in a couple of weeks. Okay, and from speaking to a few of you over the last week, I think this is like a great time to dive into it. Okay, so whether you're watching live, any questions you have, chuck them in the Zoom chat, all right? Or you're listening to this back, which I know a lot of you do, either on the podcast or on YouTube. Any questions you have, chuck them in the WhatsApp chat, okay? But I think diving into mindset today is one going to help us going into the summer because I know summer holidays are starting pretty soon, or they've already started this week. Summer is always a tough time to stay consistent because we've got holidays, we've got events, we've got like the sun's out all the time. People want to be going out. You've got lots of distractions coming up, right? Lots of people think the winter is tough, and it is tough. When it's dark, when it's cold, like the motivation to get up and get out is tougher there, and it is a bit easier in the summer. But mentally, when there's so many other things happening, it's very hard to like stay consistent with it. And if we don't stay consistent, we can get in our head a lot of the time. We overthink, and then everything gets a lot worse. Now, I've had this conversation with a lot of you guys, so now this is why I think that saying it on a group call with all you here will really help in terms of going forward into the summer and making sure that we're not kind of hitting any plateaus or overthinking and then stepping back and losing progress, okay, which happens to a lot of people. Lots of people get freaked out by this. They step back and they lose like tons of progress that they've worked really hard for up until this point. And we don't want to do that. Remember, we want to tackle the year and everything else that comes with the year, overcome those challenges so we know that we can sustain it throughout the entire year. All right. We don't sustain it when it's good. We don't sustain it when it's easy. We can sustain it when it's tough, when it's challenging as well. Okay. So getting your ducks in a row, doing research, perfectionist mindset, stalling, overthinking, all of these things lead to overthinking. Okay. And what does overthinking lead to? Inaction. Right. So getting your ducks in a row, like sorting everything out first. Oh, I need to sort everyone else out first. Like I need to take, well, I need to organize everything for everyone else before I can organize stuff for myself. Okay, I've got to sort that out before I can like put in the gym. No, like we need to organize ourselves first before we do anything else. Okay, and if you're at a stage where it's like it feels really overwhelming that you're doing a ton of stuff and not focusing on yourself, that's the time where you just need to take a step back, take an hour out of the day, and just do something for you. Whether that's go for a walk, go to the gym, go for a run, something. If things are getting on top of you right now, if you've got work, study, family events, social events, anything like that that's all piling on top of you right now, take an hour out of your day, look back, look over it, and then just focus on taking action for yourself as well. Doing research, like a lot of people get overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that's out there, right, on Instagram, all that sort of thing, doing all the research, trying to find what's best, like how do I lose belly fat, all that sort of stuff. You can't fat loss, you can't spot reduce fat, unfortunately, but no one seems to believe me when I'm saying that. I promise you, you can't do that. It's not a fact of like we need to do a load of research in order to find what's best to do. All right, we've got everything. We've got everything that you know you need to do. It's just a fact of doing it. That's going to get you the result, not getting other information, looking at other things. That's not going to move us forward to where we want to be. Doing the stuff, taking action is going to move us forward to where we want to be. Perfectionist mindset, thinking that you have to go into the gym, you have to like meal prep everything completely perfect to your macros, your calories. You need to smash the gym every single time. You need to be hitting PBs every single time. You don't. Consistency is key. I'd rather you have 100 okay workouts than 50 perfect workouts. Okay. It doesn't matter how perfect each workout is. It just matters how consistent you are at turning up, doing the hard thing and getting it done. Okay. Stalling, we all do this. Like, oh, I need to do this first before I can go. Oh, I'll just put it back a little bit. I'll just push it back. I've got to sort out this paperwork for. I'll push it back. If you push it back, you're never going to do it because you're just going to push it back, push it back, push it back until there's no more time left in the day. You'll push it back till tomorrow, which means you have to push back all your other workouts, which means it's going to be like heavy on your mind that you've got to push everything back and then you've got to rush to get it all done at the end. One, you probably won't get them all done. Two, you'll be stressed out that whole time. And three, you're probably not going to do those workouts as good as you would be able to do them if you'd actually stuck to doing it when you said you were going to do it. Okay. And then all this leads to overthinking in terms of results, overthinking in terms of what you need to be doing. it all gets a lot. When we don't take action and we just start thinking about things, we catastrophize stuff. Okay. It gets bigger in our heads and we make it way worse than it needs to be. Whereas if we just took action, we'd realize it's actually not as big as we think it is. It's not as scary as we think it is. We actually are getting the results. We've zoomed out, we've measured a lot of stuff. We know that we are moving forward in this area, this area, this area. It's working, which means I can keep pushing. Okay. So the causes of overthinking. So the scales don't change. You look down, scales haven't changed. Oh my God, or they've gone up. Oh no, I'm going backwards. I'm doing everything wrong, right? You lifted less than last week. Oh God, I'm getting weaker. This isn't working. Oh, this is like I must be losing muscle. You felt more on track last week. Oh, I hit 100% last week and now I've only hit 80%. I'm going backwards. I'm doing rubbish. I'm not winning at this. It's all for nothing. Feel run down. Oh, I'm tired. I've been putting 100% into every area and now I'm feeling a little bit tired. Fear of judgment. I don't want to go to the gym because I'm scared of what people think of me. These are all normal. We're all going to think these at some point, which means it's okay. Which means it's not doesn't mean we're doing anything wrong because if everyone feels it at some point, it means that you could be a professional athlete, you could be someone who's just gone to the gym for the first time yesterday. And if you're feeling these things, it's totally normal. And if you're feeling those things and knowing that it's totally normal, it's good because all you need to do is keep doing it and know that it will pass, it will change. You'll come away from it, you'll stop thinking about it eventually, and then later down the line, you'll probably think the same thing, but that's okay. Remember, it's not about doing it when things are easy. It's not about doing it when things are going your way, when you're motivated, when, everything's pushing you in the right direction. It's about doing things when it's tough, when you look down and the scales haven't changed. It's about, right, how do I get over this and keep going, keep pushing so that next week I can see them drop? Or how do you get over the fact of like, I lifted less last week. So how am I still going to show up tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and give my 100% and go for it, even though I'm probably a little bit more tired, even though I'm probably feel a little bit weaker, I'm still going to give 100% of what my body can do. Okay. Even if you feel run down, even if you feel like you're more on track, and even if you're scared of other people judging you, can you do it in those moments? Because those moments are the most important moments. Okay. And all these things are made worse with time, right? These things are made worse if we just ruminate on them, if we just sit and we think about them all the time. They're just being made bigger and bigger and bigger, and it gets harder and harder to take action, which is why a lot of people stop and why a lot of people give up. Overthinking kills action. If you sit on these things and you overthink them, eventually you'll stop taking action completely, you'll give up, you'll go backwards. Okay. And these are the things that we are trying to tackle on this program. It's overthinking. All right. So if you're overthinking about all these sorts of stuff, the first thing you need to do is take action because action kills overthinking. All right. If you're thinking about something, if you're overthinking the scales, if you're overthinking the gym, just do it. Just get up, get outside, and do something that's going to move you forward towards your goal. Okay. So, how do we reduce the time spent worrying? This is the main thing that we want to do, right? Overthinking is caused by time. Overthinking is caused by ruminating on something for a long period of time. So normally when something bad happens, like you look down and the scales go up, right? That's the stimulus. Okay. The time spent thinking about it to when you do something about it, that is the portion of overthinking that you're going to be doing. So the longer it is, the longer you leave it until you take action, the more you're going to overthink. So if that's the case, our main goal is to reduce that time. Okay. And we're going to reduce it every single time until it can literally be like a 30-second thing. You look down, you're like, oh, okay, the scales have gone up. You freak out for like 30 seconds, then you're right, I'm going to go and I'm going to meal prep. I'm going to go and go out for a walk. I'm just going to go do some breathing or something that's going to move you forward. Take action out of that thing to stop you from overthinking and worrying about it so you can get back to normal. Okay. Because we all like, no matter how bad something is, something catastrophic might happen. And then there's always a time limit until we're back to the midline, until we're back to normal. It's always the same thing. I think there was a study done on amputees, right? Someone I think lost both their legs lose a leg. If someone loses a limb, it takes 6 weeks, I think, for them to get from like, oh no, this is the worst thing ever to just normal day to day. 6 weeks. Okay. But we want to reduce that fact because we're not losing a limb. Little things are happening. We want to reduce that time. Okay. So these are the 5 things that we can do in order to reduce that time. So if you're overthinking, if you find yourself thinking about something and you just can't get up and you can't do something to take action, write it down. Just journal it. Get it out of your head. All right. Because if it's out of your head, if it's in, well, if it's in your head, sorry, you're just going to be making it bigger and bigger and bigger. If it's out of your head and it's on the paper, you can literally see it. You can see that it's not as big as you think it is, and you can overcome it from there. So if you're overthinking, journal it and move on. I used to like be big on journaling. I used to do it every single night. But I kept coming away from it because I kept setting myself too many rules with it. And this is what I do now. If I'm overthinking about something, I just journal it and that's it. That's all I do. Okay. Take away journaling rules. All right. Don't say I have to do it every single day. Don't say I have to write a page. Don't say I have to do anything. All right. You don't. Even opening your journal counts as journaling for me. Okay. So if you're overthinking about something, you can't bring yourself to get up and do anything, write it down and just move on. Now it's out of your head, it's on something else. You can forget about it. Number two is if you're stuck in a rut, read something smart, read something motivational. If you're really stuck and like, oh, I'm just because it will happen, right? We will revert back to kind of old habits. And if you're stuck in a rut, read something smart or read something motivational. Come back to this call and watch me talking about it. Watch some content I've posted, watch content Zoe's posted, watch some motivational, like listen to a motivational podcast or something like that. Or read something smart from someone who knows that, being stuck and overthinking isn't going to help anyone. It's just going to keep us from moving forward. All right. Taking action will kill that. Okay. So if you're stuck, just read something smart, listen to something motivational, get your head in the game, ready to just take that first step because that first step is always the hardest. The third one is if you can't move forward, if you feel like you're not pelting forward, all right? If you felt like you were more consistent last week, felt like you were stronger last week, just walk until you do. Take it slower. Okay. Don't feel like you have to be running to this goal every single week. I don't feel like you have to be like pushing so hard that you're just going to burn out and feel completely exhausted and run down by the end of it. All right. Just walk, just take steps because some movement is better than no movement. If we're staying still, we're going backwards. We don't want to stay still. We want to be moving forward at all times. And remember, that doesn't mean that you have to be losing weight at all times. You can be getting stronger. Your energy can be getting better. Your sleep can be getting better. Your mood can be getting better. We just want to be walking, taking baby steps. If we can't run, we can't sprint. Remember, we might be feeling good as well. Some weeks we'll be feeling great. We'll be feeling really good. And those are the weeks that we can like push it and we can run and we can shoot for the ceiling. All right. It's that ceiling and the floor analogy. But then if you're feeling down, if you're feeling like you were more consistent last week, if you're tired, if you're run down, just walk. Just keep the consistency going. Remember, I'd rather you have 50 okay, 50 that sorry, 100 okay workouts than 50 perfect workouts. Okay. Consistency over perfection always. The next one is if you don't know, ask until you do. If you don't know the answer to something, if you don't know if you should be doing something, just ask until you do. Put it in the group. Ask me, ask Zoe. If you're not sure of something, don't wait because the longer you wait, the longer you won't know. You'll try and figure out, you won't know if the answer is correct or not. Just ask someone that knows until you do. Okay. Remember, it's about minimizing the time spent thinking, minimizing the time spent worrying about something, minimizing the time spent that you're not taking action so you can get into that position in order to take action and move forward. So if you don't know what's good, if you don't know if your form's good, if you don't know what to do in a certain movement, if you don't know where to get your healthy fats from, for example, put it in the group, put an ask in the group, and we'll get back to it in there. And if you're panicking, this is the main thing, action fixes everything. So if you're freaking out about something, your main response will be to retreat, will be to not do anything, stay and like, oh, I need to quit, I need to stop, I need to stay in my comfort zone. All right. Remember, you put yourself in this position, you've signed up to this program to challenge yourself, to put yourself out of your comfort zone. And these are the main parts that you're going to be feeling challenged is when you're panicking. All right. So if you're panicking about something, if you feel like nothing's going your way, take action because action fixes everything. If you start to move forward and you start to see that you're moving forward and you're making those steps, you'll feel so much better about everything. You'll feel like it's working. You'll feel like you deserve the progress that you're making. Okay. But if you retreat, if you stop doing things, that's the only thing guaranteed. What? That you go backwards and that you go back to normal and that you put on the weight again, that you give up and you go back to the thing that you wanted to change in the first place. So in these points, remember what you want to change, remember why you want to change them, and remember that action, actually doing something, not thinking about it, not telling people you're going to do it, but actually getting up and doing it, even when no one's watching, is the thing that is going to make you move closer to where you want to be. Okay. And remember, the last thing I want to say here before we kind of close it off is the answers that you're looking for is always in the work you're avoiding. All right. The results that you want are in the work you're avoiding. The results that you want are in the work that you're thinking, oh, I don't want to do that, or that's out of my comfort zone, or I can't be bothered to do that. Oh, it's early, I can't be bothered to go to the gym. But then if I don't go to the gym, I won't have time throughout the whole day. Oh, I'll just leave it this week. The answers and the results you're looking for are in the work that you're avoiding all the time. Big results don't come from easy things. Big results come from hard things. Big results come from challenging things. And hard and challenging things will be different for all of us. Okay. But it's up to you guys to overcome those personal hurdles, those personal challenges, because action is the only thing that's going to get us there. And action is the only thing that's going to make those personal hurdles and personal challenges smaller and easier and more manageable. Okay. So always think, if you want to grow, if you really feel stuck at the moment, if you feel scared, if you feel overwhelmed, if you're overthinking, take action in the things that you're avoiding because those are where the answers are going to be. Okay. Take action today. Don't wait till tomorrow. It's still early. It's 10 to 7. There's still time to do something. There's still time to go out for a walk. It's sunny outside. There's still time to go to the gym. There's still time to eat something healthy. Don't order the takeaway. Cook something tonight. Okay. The answers you want and the results you want are in the work you're avoiding. So I hope this helped, guys. Let's have a quick recap. Chuck any questions that you have in the Zoom chat if there are any. But if not, we'll quickly recap and then I'll sign it off here. And if you're watching this back, any questions in the WhatsApp chat as well. So, how to reduce the time spent worrying. Remember, that is what we want to do, reduce the time spent thinking about stuff and worrying. If you're overthinking, grab a piece of paper, journal it, get it out of your head and move on. If you're stuck in a rut, read something smart, read something motivational. If you can't move forward, always walk until you do. Always keep the ball rolling, never stand still. If you don't know, ask someone until you know the answer. If you're panicking, know that action fixes everything. Taking action, doing stuff will fix anything that you're panicking about right now. And the answers that you're looking for are in the work you're avoiding. So I'm not seeing any questions in the Zoom chat, which is cool. Fine. I hope this helped, guys. I'm going to sign off here, and I will check in with you later. Have a great rest of your week. And remember, put yourself out of your comfort zone, do the work you're avoiding, and find the answers and grow from there. I'll see you in a bit, guys.